Hello everyone, I am Surendran from India, accredited Feng Shui master, Vastu practitioner and a bioenergetician. And here I am going to share with you few aspects of Feng Shui and how you can adopt it in your day-to-day life to make life better for all of you. I just wish to add a very important point that all the remedies and suggestions which I am going to share with you are quite generic and very common. They do not actually relate to the main school Feng Shui, but it's quite common that whenever people get interested in Feng Shui, they like to have some easy tips and easy remedies. So here I'm sharing with you something very simple and easy which you can go about doing it on your own. Well, the word Feng means wind and Shui is water. The Chinese word Feng Shui, which is the right pronunciation, transforms to balancing the energy flow. In other words, when we live in a space, we are confined, we have energy which is restricted because we have shut ourselves from the outer world. So how you harmonize your inner space, how you harmonize your office to bring out the best in you. I'm just sharing with you a brief of the science, although it's a very vast science and it's quite deep to understand. This is a simple approach how you can create the right opportunity in your life, harmonize the space around you. In short, the science will actually benefit making you to think better, work better and live better. The purpose of getting Feng Shui is to align your space in accordance with certain principles. What are the principles? To get things in place, create the balance based on the 5 elements. The Feng Shui 5 elements are water, wood, fire, earth and metal. So harmonizing the space, keeping these elements in balance is quintessential. This is the foremost and the most important aspect of balancing your space. Obviously, when you need to take measurements, you need to know the directions, you need a compass. In Feng Shui, we use this compass called the Lopan, which is quite special. It's special because it not only gives you the direction, but you're able to understand the elements, you're able to know what are the energies coming in, how you align your space. The placement of your interiors has a very strong implication. The basic science of Feng Shui speaks about alignment, putting things in the right place, placements. But in general, if you talk of Feng Shui balance, you can have your living room, for example, ensure that your seating, your sofa doesn't block the entry, which means you allow the energy to flow in. You don't sit with your back to the entry. Obviously, it's common sense, you're taken by surprise. And you create an atmosphere within your living room where the energy is welcoming, which means you don't block the door, but allow it to flow in and organize your seating, which is in balance. Talking of wealth, one of the most important aspects or the Feng Shui remedy for activating wealth is water. So flowing water is considered very auspicious, but it depends on where you want to place your water element. It could be an aquarium, it could be a fountain, or it could be a bowl of water with some amount of bubbling activity which is giving a feel of moving water. So placement of water is quite critical because it just can't be placed everywhere. As a general remedy, placing water feature in the north is considered good because north relates to water element. So having a water feature in the north or having a water feature in the east or in the southeast is still considered as a very generic and a very common approach in activating wealth and prosperity in your home. And talking of bedrooms, position your bed in such a way that your bed is not floating, it has a solid wall behind because your head needs the support. A bed which is designed and having a good headboard is considered good. And ensure that you do not have too many colors and very jazzy bedroom because it's a place for you to sleep. You need to be mediocre and subdued in terms of your decor in your bedroom. And ensure there are no exposed mirrors which reflect into the bed. Well, there's a very common principle in Feng Shui which you must have heard that many people say that why mirrors? It's common sense. Mirrors actually reflect. When the human body goes to rest, the energy around us expands, and when it expands and it reflects on the mirror, it gets doubled. So having a shield, maybe a drape, or making the mirror vanish when you go to sleep in terms of putting up a blind or something in front of it, can subdue the effect of the mirror which is focused onto the bed and ensure that you are able to sleep well and give you good health also. So if you look at health and wealth, there are many ways you can adopt in creating the right balance and atmosphere in your home. When we talk of Feng Shui for workspace, obviously workspace is a meeting point of different kinds of people and different energies. So aligning the workspace is quite challenging because we can't try to align each desk, but we create an atmosphere which is beneficial to all. Overall harmony is what we're looking at. So when you adopt Feng Shui, we try to get the decor in place, the seating arrangements and positioning of the key people. The key people would be the top of the pyramid, getting them the strength and power and ensure that there is harmony amongst the staff and all the people in the common office. So talk of common office, we need to get the seating which is not positioned in situations or locations like sitting at the far end of the corridor or sitting with the back to the door, because you're taken by surprise and you cannot focus on work and you cannot sit in the passage. So having the energy free flowing in will actually motivate the people there to bring out the best and ensure there's no sickness at the workspace, because the workplace sickness is quite prominent in many offices. It could be due to blockage of energy, it could be due to the carpets, it could be due to poor ventilation and lighting. So when you talk of feng shui, these are the common things which we'll adopt in your design and decor. But one thing you need to ensure you put in place is to organize your paperwork, organize your desk, keep it clutter free, because the more it's clutter, the more you're confused. And the art and science of feng shui, the science of metaphysics, is to ensure that it brings out the best in you and to create harmony.